the next hour, doing some much needed administrative work. We're scheduling, we're organizing, and we are planning our New Year's content schedule, at least for the month of January. So come on in, say hello. I'm going to I'll stabilize the camera. All right. If you at any point have any questions, comments, or anything you want to add, feel free to leave them in the comments. At this moment, if you will take this opportunity to like, follow, subscribe, comment, do all the things that help motivate me to go live, motivate me to post more content, and ultimately give you guys all the goodies, the freebies, the info. So for now, we are going to plug in the laptop because the laptop is about to die. Let me rephrase that. The battery is about to lose its juice. So those of you that have been wondering, I've just been kind of on a little brief hiatus, trying to really work through some things. I know my hair is a mess. I am actually getting ready to go live on some of the other places, but one of the things I do have coming up is a live where we talk about live streaming and camming in 2024, things you need to know, what's changing, and what you should be doing. Hey, what's up? The things that you should be doing to prepare for the new year. There are a lot of changes that are happening both within our laws and government. There are things that are happening in the industry. And there are things happening with some of the sites that we absolutely love. And Paisley, I don't know if it shows that I have two people, but it says I can add a guest if you want to come on. But yeah, a lot of things are happening in 2024 that are going to change how we live stream, how we do a lot of things actually. I don't know if many of you are aware, but 2024, man. I'm looking forward to it, and at the same time, a part of me is just a little bit curious, I guess. But anyways, yeah, so that will be coming up in the near future. I have not announced when I'm going to go live with that yet because I want to get all of my information ready and make sure that my ducks are in a row so that I can present that information to you in a more organized and professional manner and not be the hot mess that I am like I am now. So right now I am updating my website. Hey. Oh, okay, cool. I had a bunch of content that I uploaded. I've been good. You know, life has been happening. Clearing out my, what's the best way to say it? Like clearing out my energy field and removing distractions, removing toxicity, removing people that don't add to my positivity. I have to be mindful of, I get into this like situation where I want to help people, and I think like the more people that I don't know, like I just, I get into these like large groups or create these large groups, and I think that that's like beneficial, but it's really not. In fact, the more people you add to that group, the more cluttered it becomes, the more toxic it becomes, the more competition ends up happening, the more toxicity, and one little bit of poison with another person with poison. Not saying that anyone's bad, because that's not the I have participated and said things and done things that I have had to own up to and face and work through. So I'm not saying that anyone's bad. Let's remove that from the conversation. What I'm saying is that when you start having all of these little situations and you have a large group of people, they compound. And what you get, one little situation, two little situations, you see what I'm saying? Like they become one big situation. And for me, I've had a rough 2023 was very rough for me, and there were a lot of situations that I did not address appropriately or did not even handle myself, or I don't know, like just 2023 for me was chaos. And I had to really take the last couple of months and reassess myself, like really take time for me. And I was giving so much of myself to other people, and I became resentful because I wasn't giving anything back to myself. And those people weren't giving back to me either, at least not all of them. And so rather than focusing on the people that were giving back to me or the people that were a positive part of the space, I got fixated on those that weren't. And it just became, for me, I was just headed in the wrong direction. So things happened, things blew up, things went the way that they were supposed to go. And I took the time, rather than being hateful, rather than being mad, rather than being, like in a negative space, I just took the time to self reflect, because that's all I can be responsible for. And that's all I'm going to be able to change is myself. And what I realized was that having all of these things in my space really took away from the things that I'm good at, really took away from nurturing my own situation, nurturing myself, nurturing my mental health, nurturing my physical health. And so I've made a pact with myself, going into 2024, that I am going to be selfish. I am going to be healthy, and I am going to just work on myself. Like that's really what 2024 is about for me. Is it's going to be my year, because next year, February, I turned 49. February 1st, I turned 49, and that means I have one more year until I hit 50. I don't want to go into 50 with this trash. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying trash as in people. I'm just saying trash as in the things that I've let become baggage in my life, in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, in my energy field. Like these things have become baggage. And so I am going to work on removing those things so that when I hit 2025, when I turn 50, I will be clear, or at least less burdened with those things, if that makes sense. So I am definitely, I feel really good about it. I do. I really, honestly, I've been doing a lot of work, and it's not easy. When I tell you guys, facing your own demons, having to address your role and your participation in things and admit your wrongs. Whoo, the devil definitely, the demons come out, and it's like it's almost as if they realize that you're like, I don't want to say weak, because I mean essentially you really are, because you're in this, like, I don't want to say self-discovery, but like this openness, this vulnerability. And at first I felt attacked. You know what I mean? Like, where are these things coming from? Where are these thoughts coming from? Where are these feelings coming from? Where are these people coming from? It just felt like everyone came out of the woodwork. And what was even more bothersome for me was I wasn't being addressed directly about it. And so then I had to decide, like, what do I want to believe? What do I want to listen to? And I just tuned it all out and was like, if it's not being said directly to me, it has no weight, no impact on my thoughts or my feelings or my emotions. Like, I'm just not going to give it any. And so then I was left with myself to have to really do some internal inventory. So, for those of you that are just tuning in, hi, my name is Carrie Platinum Pussy Anthony. I've been in the industry for going on 20 years. And I've really, if I have any advice to give to anyone, that is figure out the one thing that you're good at. Figure out the one thing that you want to do that brings you pleasure, that you have a passion about, that you're just really good and skilled at, that, and be really good at that before you start expanding and doing other things. Because one of the things that I've had to realize is that I have my hands into too many cookie jars. I have my eyes set on way too many projects, and it creates chaos. And instead of doing something like really, really good and being super good at that and being an expert at that one thing, I've tried to be an expert at everything, and it doesn't work that way. It ends up being more problematic than anything. So, hi, hello. I see someone's here. I wish I could see who it was. It just says one person's watching. If you're there, please leave a comment. I'd love to know who you are. But essentially, figure out what it is that you want to do, that one thing. And then once you've made that one thing automated, or you've made that one thing as best as you possibly can, and it's just, then you go on and you move on to something else. You can add one more thing. But when you add too many things, you create confusion for yourself, for your clients, for your fans, for whoever. So let's get to work, shall we? Instead of just talking. um, So I have a question for you. What is the one thing that you find the most difficulty in your content concept creation, planning, filming, editing, scheduling, creating keywords, descriptions? What are those? What is the one thing that you find the most difficulty with? Leave it down in the comments. Mine is coming up with keywords, especially when they limit you. That annoys me. Let's see. When do I have an update? This one's going to be the first one of 2024. Also, what are some of your New Year's resolutions? I know everyone has, like, for me, I just want to focus on myself, get healthy, get my mind right, make better decisions, that type of thing. Which I think I'm on the track to do. I'd love to see your comments. It makes this conversation go a little bit easier. Right now, I am making some leggings. I don't know where I went from scheduling content to making leggings, but here we are. I'd love to read your comments. One of the things I'm trying to do in 2024 is just be more productive. Like, less bullshit, anything that doesn't bring me peace, money, prosperity, or doesn't do the same for others. I'm going to do my best not to participate because, yeah, that's what we're trying. That's not what we're trying to do in 2024. You know what I'm saying? These leggings are pretty dope, though, I must admit. I do not like this at all. You want to see them? Here we go. We're going to put this on. Let's see. Okay. I have way too many windows open. Oh, up. That was not what we were supposed to see at all. Okay, well, now my computer is acting crazy, so we're going to not get kicked off. Okay, here we go. Very much a celestial, astrological, witchy kind of vibe there. Welcome back. I was showing the leggings that I created. Hold on, see if you can see. Very celestial, astrological, it's a pattern that I made, which is pretty dope. Those are leggings, my new leggings that I'm working on. I'm working on a sports bra, leggings, and some other stuff. A hoodie.